Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot E-Magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. Grand Rising, K Hypsee. The only word that comes to mind is enlightenment. Like somebody found out that they're not the father, but that's not the enlightening part. I mean, that's enlightenment. They find it out. But who is enlightened is the mother. The mother is more shocked than the supposed father because the mother is the one that's finding out. Since somebody's found out that that's not their biological child, that they have quietly, silently, like removed that child's name from the family will. Because I feel like things that were going to be passed down from generation to generation had to be ensured that it was that specific bloodline. So if it wasn't that bloodline, no offense, we love you just the same. It's just oh, excuse me. Let me erase. We did not know. But now that we do know, we just need to rectify the situation. But keep in mind, there will be a little stipend, you may want to call it, for your participation in this family. Somebody's finding out that they the one that they thought was going to have their end is also out. Hey, Aisha. Hey, Robert. Bottom of the deck. What a way to start out. This false person. This is the one who knew. I'm telling you. This false person lied about this child being theirs and knew they wasn't the father, was just trying to get in where they could fit it, thinking that she had a spot and the child had a spot to be able to gain something from this man. And what she did was she got married. She got married to the person with that money. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Milky Abidi, how are you? Yeah. But see, it was something about finding out that somebody was not part of that family. That because that looks like it's a like a family crest in the background. You know, somebody that child not being part of, because that child was not both of theirs. That child was hers and somebody else's. But find it out. This wealthy man, this the one with the money, said, though, that changes the whole dynamic of everything. Because now you have that one that wanted to be, and then you have the one that truly is. And the one that wanted to be the privileged lady, but wasn't. Because they found out that there wasn't something that was, there was something that was wrong. There was something that was not right. It was not of the same blood. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Unbox Spiritually 333. And this person was thinking about this. Yeah, about, like, hey, wait a minute. I need to make sure that bloodline gets this, because somebody else is not going to respect the name, respect the bloodline, respect the heritage, respect something like somebody else that's not even a part of. Somebody could have the last name of Jones. And everybody else, but we giving the Jones something that should only be given to somebody with the bloodline of the last name of Gucci, or whatever. I'm telling you, somebody went to court and they changed something because they was concerned. They did it quietly, though. They was concerned about, what could happen, because they already know. Now they like I said, the one who with the money, I feel like they already kind of already knew, but maybe they had confirmation that somebody was not theirs, and so they had to sit back and think. They didn't want to act or react to the news emotionally, so they thought about what they should do, if they should do anything. And so then they quietly made their decision and did what they needed, what they felt like they needed to do. So the person that wanted to be the privileged lady, the one who was not of the bloodline, was expecting something, but now is in great despair because she knows, and the mama knows, they ain't getting shit. They was expecting this to be passed down from him to her. But now that she ain't getting shit. Yep. Now somebody realizing that they got something about their journey, or somebody's having to travel, doing something. Somebody is doing something. They're gonna have to do something. Get on their own journey. Something. But something that somebody's working on. And maybe somebody was shocked to find out, or they in despair because they was on this journey for so long, working on this thing for so long. Working on that lie for so long, milking the lie. And so whenever they got this message, they immediately got concerned. When they got the message that, you know what, you not Marty's, what's the name of Marty Holchek? What's the name of that talk show? Somebody said Marvy Povich, something like that. The child is not yours, and the mom immediately got concerned, not because of the news and how it's going to affect the child and this and that. She got concerned because of the money that comes with it, the land, the part company owner taking over the CEO position, the passed down from generation to generation to, well, not really a generation, but she slid up in there, then she, one of them types of things. And sitting there thinking about how long and how hard she been working to cover up this lie, because she felt like she deserved something. Felt like she deserved something. And that was the only way that this mature woman could think of how to get that money. She wasn't going to try and take nobody out, but she wanted to make sure that she got something when it was time. See, this is that person that had this secret. They had this secret, and they was expecting a certain turnout. They was expecting, the family, the quote unquote family, to rally behind her. See, something about, you know what? Also, something about this main male. This is a younger male. And she was trying to get in good with this younger male. The reason she wanted to get in good with the younger male is because she knew this one was in line for even more than the one she wanted to get, whatever she wanted to get. This one was in line for even more, because this one was guaranteed in the bloodline, because this one looked just like the one with the money. So that's why she was really trying to get in good. They wasn't lovers or nothing. She was just one of those people that wanted to be like his secret confidant. She wanted to kind of guide his path. Like I said, they wasn't lovers, but she wanted to guide his path. She wanted to make sure that she could kind of get up in there. She could talk to him in a certain way that he could be like, oh no, I also want so and so and so and so. But then something changed. Some official news. Somebody delivered some official news. It is hereby solemnly declared and decreed, and this information is now declassified. Something changed. And that change brought somebody in a position, made them have to stop and think, made them have to realize. And the person that they put into a position they had to stop and think and realize, recognize, and rectify was this mature man who had to think about the future. This was the one? Did they want to sit here and allow the everything that was in that family bloodline to go to somebody that's not? Or do they want to do what they feel like everybody else before them would have wanted them to do? Hey, Twyla, how are you this morning, sweetie? What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, see, this main female, she wanted to be the one. She wanted to be the one. She thought that she was going to be the one that was going to get the red rose. But see, somebody had to go to court because they was concerned that they changed something legal. Changed some legal document or something. And see, now this person, they in despair because of the whole journey that they was on, thinking that they was a whole family and that was their child and this and that and the other, only to find out that was not even theirs. Not even theirs. I see that now somebody's sitting here thinking about, especially with I think they're recollecting about when somebody told them, oh, guess what? We got this gift coming. They feel like they should have been concerned. They should have had some shit checked out. Or they should have known better. Because they knew that if that was their child, somebody would have expected there to be a privileged lady and to receive, you know, this inheritance, this fortune, this wheel money, you know, because you know, somebody passed in the future and passed it down. You see, this mature man thinking about, he done worked too hard. He didn't work too hard. He didn't come too far just to give that shit away. Hey, Illuminated One, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, she thought she was going to be the one, honey. The chosen. And she's thinking about, you know, the toil and labor. You know, she knew. They all knew. What else, Spirit? And see, she feel like, you know, it's going to be, and I feel like she was putting herself in a position, you know, living in a certain way that, you know, you counting on this money. You just knew it was going to be a matter of time. So you could tell the loan shark, give him 2 more years. He's getting really old. His health is failing. Give him 2 more years. He'll be gone. I'm going to get this money by tomorrow. Give him 2 more years. Give him 2. So you holding on, waiting for somebody else to croak so you can get this wheel, this inheritance money, only to find out that your name been removed. Oh, what a slap in the face. See, I'm telling you. See, somebody want to act like they wanted to be so close and this, that, and the other. What's this? Yeah, all trying to get this money. Somebody is, they would, oh, no. This person lied to say that was the father, that they was lovers. And the only reason this person lied to say that because they had that encounter was to get this money. That's why somebody even planned it. They planned to seduce somebody. Because somebody knew that they was already in a position. That's why they wanted to hurry up and to seduce somebody, to hurry up and get married. Is that how we do it? Okay. Never too old to learn. I'm getting the game. That's how we do it. Okay. I wasn't sure. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Anything else from this deck? That's how they do it. Right, exactly. I'm telling you, this mature woman, she was planning on doing something with this mature man. That was a whole plan. This was a whole couple. They older now. I'm telling you, she seduced this man a long time ago. And he's sitting here upset and everything. Confirmation. Now he's sitting there upset because he should have checked out. He should have made sure that somebody was part of, lineage or whatever. Hey, Change 25. How are you, sweetie? But it's changing. Ain't that right? Change 25. Or Z5. Z5. Yep. Somebody changed. Yes. Somebody, I feel like I told you, somebody made a change secretly, quietly. They ended something. They removed somebody's name. They went to their attorney or somebody. Yep. Let's get another deck. Everybody else knew except for her. Bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. See? Somebody was thinking that they didn't have to work as hard. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do that. Because it was all set up. Only for things to change. Only for things to somebody was at the top of the wheel. Now they at the bottom of the wheel. Now somebody and they never would have ever pictured being in this position. This person is now stressed the fuck out. Yeah, because of what they was doing, how they did it. Of what they was doing, how they did it. First of all, they was out here wilding in the streets. Okay. Secondly, they put themselves in a position that they couldn't get out of. Okay. Third, they was sitting here being sneaky with their actions and shit like that, trying to get somebody caught up. So now it was meant for somebody to find out who the biological child was, who the biological father was. I mean, who for the child to find out that that's not the biological father that they thought that they had. Somebody finding out whose kids belong to whom. And that's why somebody decided, you know what? No, this ain't no happy family. This ain't no happy family. You lied to me. How could this be happy whenever everybody else get to be happy except for me? When you lied to me about this being my child? I know you fucking lying. See, somebody treated somebody else right. They did. They treated them right. They was fair. They was very fair. They protected them. They didn't listen to what nobody else was saying because everybody else was saying something, but they didn't listen. They was purposely being hard-headed, not listening to what everybody else was saying. And people was telling them, somebody was telling them, hey, somebody was giving them sage advice, but they wasn't taking it. Now somebody feeling all backstabbed and everything else. Feeling like they should have taken that sage advice. They should have known the reason that maybe somebody actually stood up and said something is because there was something to that. They didn't have to listen, but at least pay attention. Now somebody realized it was because of your intuition that you wanted to give somebody some information. Now this man with this money and everything, all sad and everything, feeling all in despair. You know, and they sitting here thinking about how this woman had lied to him about the children, about this child and everything else, and somebody just, somebody that's a replaying thought in somebody's mind. They can't get that. They can't get over that. They feel like they got it. They wanted to. They feel like They was finding their wish fulfillment, They was like liking the person and everything else, and they felt like they found like wish fulfillment. They felt like that. They felt like they stuff they was packing a punch. They felt like, damn, we just did it like that little bit, She ain't even really let me up in there like that, She just said, I mean the tip. And it happened like that. I must have been packing a punch. Damn. But see, there was something she wasn't telling us. There was something she wasn't saying. Hey, Dr. Tia, how are you, sweetie? And she had already been to the doctor and she had got some news. Voila! Guess what? God done blessed you, baby. Hey, Cleo. So somebody was moving forward, trying to hurry up. Somebody was trying to hurry up. And let's hurry up and do this. Let's they were moving too fast. You know how somebody they want to move so fast, like, damn, why we rushing? Well, I just feel like we need to move in together. We've only known each other for 4 days. What's the rush? Somebody that was rushing, and she was rushing for a seat for a reason. Mm-hmm. But back then, science, there was no testing back then. There was no scientific testing back then. So that's why it was easy for somebody to keep this secret. And you know what's sad is this person was very demanding, wanted everything to be their way, very demanding, and was out for a lot. I wanted everything to circle around them. And this person worked hard, long and hard hours to please this person, only to find out this ain't even his child. Mind blown. That's why he can't let this go. Thinking about all the sacrifices that he made for a stranger and their child. But see, thank God for new age and modern science. And now somebody realized this is the best news ever. This is they're gonna use this to their advantage. Somebody they getting ready to change something around. They get ready to change something around. There's somebody that was very independent, that was always doing it on their own, always this, always that, love themselves, very fruitful, just done well for themselves. And this was the one that was kind of like not gonna receive so much. This was the one that they called, this the one they called the dreamy one. The dreamer. The other one they felt was very grounded. This one was the dreamer. This one is in the bloodline. My. How, like they say, how the tables turn. Now that independent dreamer, because that's what it was. You was out on your own. Here you are with your cup. Here you are with your cup. You didn't came a long way by yourself. The dreamer. But the dreamer is the one that's in the bloodline. Yep. So now somebody has to forge a new path. They got to come up with a new plan. But see, they didn't want to say nothing, because then they didn't want to start no big ass argument and this, that, and the other. Hey, Danny Love. Especially, did I say hello to you, talk to Tia? Especially, they didn't want to start no big ass argument. And so that's why they chose not to say anything. That's why they chose not to say anything. So therefore, I feel like this father felt like they was going to send a message a different type of way. They was going to show some love a different type of way. And the way that they was going to show love was, I feel like this person was trying to show that, they understand that this person, that somebody had their heart broke time and time again, or was disappointment, the disappointment of something. But now somebody has put an end to, this person that was willing to do anything to win at all costs. Somebody that wasn't even part of the bloodline. Somebody that was just, like I said, the mother was just, out catting and came home with kittens one day and was trying to say it was somebody else's. Now somebody's going to do something to fight for you, to stand up for you. I feel like somebody has closed the cycle. I feel like somebody in the past used to be like participate in black magic, whether they knew they was participating in black magic or not. But I feel like somebody has closed the cycle on that type of behavior, because now they're realizing they was the recipient of some of that shit. I can't make this up. They realized they was the recipient of that shit. See, it's different whenever you throwing the darts, but whenever you go to lay back on your back and you're like, ow, oh shit, and you feel you got 1,000 darts back there, it's different now. Now you like, hey, don't be throwing darts behind me. But it was different whenever it was when you was doing it. Somebody's realizing that now. Somebody realizing that they didn't have those kids. All those kids wasn't there. They thought they had 3. They realizing they didn't have 3. Now somebody realizes, and then they're waking up to, I feel like this is something that somebody had told them a long time ago. Like they had said, this was it. But somebody, they realizing that they couldn't fool themselves anymore. They couldn't. So that, like I said, they made it so that they didn't say anything, but they quietly removed somebody from that will. Hi, T. Williams. How are you? Thank you for being here, sweetie. Tia, it's coming. Don't wish, have faith. Okay? Yeah, see, somebody's realizing that they were schmoozed. That whole relationship, there was a whole nother relationship that they didn't know about. And now what was coming around is the one that was coming back. What's coming around is lo and behold, the one that they should have given to, or the one that got less, the one that was receiving the least amount is the one that came out on top. This is you receiving the least amount, but this is you coming out on top. We got time for 2 more cards, and then we're gonna confirmation. 2 more cards, then we're gonna swing the pendulum, and then I gotta do my straight 8. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. There's one. Which one? What? One more, Spirit. One more. Okay, there it is. Okay. See, somebody don't want to. They don't want to do that under the cloak action no more. They don't want to be that. Like I told you, they don't want to be that warlock shit no more. They don't want to do that no more. Cause see, now you know what? It's funny when people realize they was just hurting themselves, thinking that they was holding on a secret, especially whenever somebody had already told them what time it was. Yeah, somebody had already told them what time it was when it came to these kids, and they were speaking the truth. But somebody thought that was bobbing and weaving real good. The truth is the truth. I don't care how much you bob and you weave. You know, now somebody know exactly who you are. Did you the wish fulfillment? You the one that God blessed you. Then what you got? Now somebody realizing all this other bullshit. And they stopping all this other bullshit, holding shit back and this and that and yeah, they're in that. You know that whole secret. You hurt you. You ain't hurt nobody else. You that whole as long as I don't say it, then nobody will know it. Fuck all that. That shit is dumb, don't you think? What's the message, Spirit? Let's go ahead and swing the pendulum before I get all riled up. My boss be like, did you log on yet? I'll be like, it's just 8:45. I'm just 45 minutes late. Just kidding. All right, Spirit. Which way is that pendulum going to swing? Think of your question. And it looks like it is swinging to yes already. All right. Looks like it is swinging to yes already. Boy, the energy in my palm feels strong. 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 All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. What you say is and lessons. I make the most of them. Yeah. All right, y'all. I love you so very much. Thank you so very much. Let's have a wonderful day today. We are halfway through the week. Hoorah! I'm gonna try and jump on here this evening. Okay. I love you all. Let's have a wonderful afternoon or day, morning, whatever. Where the fuck am I? All right. Bye now.